Well, about 3 years ago, we were in a real bad spot, and my wife called you for some advice. I had recently lost my job, and we were in the middle of financial peace classes, and you gave her a little bit of really simple, straightforward advice, and we're calling today to tell you we're debt-free.
Cool. You know what? Blake's got that call pulled up. Let's hear what it sounded like 3 years ago.
My husband just lost his job, and we have a nonprofit teen center that we're running. Nonprofit so far for us means that I'm not getting paid and I'm the director. Eventually I would like to do that, find the grants to do that. We have a little bit in savings. We have our emergency fund of $1,000 up. So I'm wondering what we should be doing with paying off debt, if we should hold on that.
A little tough to pay off debt when neither one of you have an income.
Well, that's true. We're hoping that won't be long at all.
You don't need to pay anything on debt until you get your job situation settled. You've got to get this youth thing where your family is fed first. What you've got more than a debt problem is a career crisis. But really, debt reduction is not something you worry about when you got no income. You're going to have to get that income issue addressed. But maybe what him getting laid off did is it made you stop and look at your career situation a little more seriously, and maybe it makes you look at this debt thing and realize how big a problem it is. All right, that's what it sounded like 3 years ago. And, Sean, you're saying you're debt-free now.
Yes, we are.
So I take it you got jobs.
Well, we moved from the town we've been living in, and I got a job pretty quick there. And then we actually put the Gazelle Focus on for real. We'd kind of been playing around with it up till then, and we got serious about it.
So what was your new job? What do you make?
I'm a teacher.
You're a teacher, and what do you make?
I left that area where there weren't any teaching jobs in those areas and moved to an area with a much better economic outlook.
Okay, and so you're in Madison, Wisconsin.
Yep.
Okay, and Jill, what are you doing?
I am a stay-at-home mom, but I also ended up in the summers when Sean isn't teaching. I'm a camp director.
Oh, okay. Still working with kids then.
Yep.
Very
definitely.
cool. Very cool. Yep. And how much debt have you guys paid off in 3 years then?
In 3 years, we've paid off $103,000.
That's incredible. How does that feel?
Well, we hadn't added up the numbers until the last couple of days because we were focusing on the snowball. Wow. So we never looked at the big number. We just kept our focus on that little number and knocking it down, and little number and knocking it down. I don't think either of us really believed it when we saw the number.
And your income is what?
About the last 3 years has been about $52,000.
Gee, man, you've killed it. You got very intense.
And the rent is twice as much as it was where we were living before.
Wow. Amazing. You got that. That's, I mean, what this does, there's somebody out there listening right now who lost their job. And they think that, and they're looking and they're staring down the barrel of $100,000 in debt and they're feeling kind of hopeless. And here you are 3 years the other side of that story. Not only have you gotten jobs and not only have you been able to continue your charity work, your nonprofit work in a different way in a different place, but you have been able to do it. And not only those things, but but you've also gotten the debt completely paid off 3 years later. That's got to give somebody out there listening hope.
Yeah.
It's been really wild hearing all the folks go, I just can't find work, and I'm just like, I just can't knock it away with a stick if I had more hours in the day, and it's a mindset.
Oh, it really is. It really is. So what other kinds of work are you doing other than the teaching?
Most of it's other teaching and education, and I've been consulting and just, picking up little things where I can, everywhere I can, filling, at first it was, oh, geez, I got one. And then it just starts to roll. Once you embody that, every night was filled up, and I was missing dinner occasionally, and coming home later and later, and but it was what we needed.
But now you got the rest of your life with no debt, and if you ever lost a job again, now you have a pile of money.
Yep.
Yeah.
A whole different world. Well, I can tell you, man, that's going from hopeless to hopeful. That's going from in the hole to top of the mountain. You guys are a great story, and I think what people really need to hear is that you took charge. You didn't wait on a government program to fix this. You didn't wait on some system or plan or thing you buy that was going to change your life. You just rolled up your sleeves and went and changed your life.
definitely.
Yep.
Our philosophy.
Yeah. And have your support been there, or people made fun of you or anything, or what?
We already kind of get made fun of as vegans, so the beans and rice diet wasn't a big change.
Okay.
But
so you're kind of used to being weird. Okay.
Right. Weird pretty much defines us. And you know, Jill's been a workhorse in finding opportunities. She's now writing a cookbook, and there's a lot of beans and rice recipes in it. So. Oh
my gosh, that's funny. Oh, that's classic. Well, way to go, you guys. I'm very proud of you. Thanks for calling and giving us a follow-up. And we got to do your debt-free scream. $103,000 paid off in 36 months, making $52,000 a year. Went from hopeless and scared out of your mind to completely winning. I'm so proud of you guys. Way to go. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
All right. Well, I got some kids here in the background that want to join in.
Who are they?
Come on over, though. We have a 15-year-old daughter that we adopted a few years ago, and we have a 4-year-old. The 2-year-old is asleep.
All right. That'll work. Count it down.
Yep.
Go ahead,
3, 2, 1.
That'll work. That phone was overmodulating. I think he was screaming freedom. That'll work, man. That's good. You know, what's so important about that is that you're getting just pounded out there right now about how bad things are. The stock market dove. Unemployment's high. Bankruptcies and foreclosures and real estate prices. You're getting pounded, aren't you? Are you starting to believe it yet? I don't understand the media. Are they bent on making all of you so negative that you destroy yourselves? What is the plan here? Well, we don't live in Pollyanna, Dave. We live in the real world. I do, too. I just tweeted. Look at this. I tweeted 98% of people not in bankruptcy, 91% are employed, and 97% are not in foreclosure. I got about a 70 or an 80%, 90% positive response to that on Twitter. But I actually had people write hate things back on Twitter because I said that. This is how screwed up you people are. Unbelievable. And then you meet Jill and Sean. And, you know, they're not going to sit and listen to Fox News. They're not going to sit and listen to CNN or NBC or ABC or CBS. Tell them how bad the world is and how the economy's in the toilet and how you can't. Did you hear him? I can't beat work off with a stick. Did you hear him say that? Isn't that weird? That's weird. Because that's not what half the people believe. Dave, it's so bad. Their life sucks. I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I have never heard such whining in all my life. Yes, I understand some of you got problems. I'm here to help you when you got a problem. But I'm here to tell you that about half your dadgum problems, your sucking attitude. That's your problem. You watch the news. And worse than that, you believe it. Let me give you a hint. Those people on the news, they're reading to you. It's in a teleprompter. They didn't write it. They're very nice. I know a lot of them. They're very sweet people. I consider several of them friends. They're sweet. They read to you every night. And you believe, as your bedtime story as an adult every night, that the world's coming to a freaking end. Because someone looking into a camera, reading a teleprompter, told you it was reading a script every night. Grow up, America. This is the Dave Ramsey Show. At you about your attitude. Some of you, anyway. Let me give you an example. Mortgage interest rates are under 4%. What kind of drugs do you have to be on to not hear that when I say that? Mortgage interest rates are under 4%. When I was 18 years old, I got my real estate license. That month in 1978, rates went to 10% for the first time, on their way to 17%. Mortgage interest rates are under 4%. Would somebody please explain to me, other than the fact that some homes are upside down because some of you borrowed too much on them, and when they went down in value, it was shocking to you. But other than that, can someone please explain to me why there is not a refinance boom? What do you want? Do you need someone to come to your home and serve you pizza to get you to refi your home? I mean, my God, it's under 4%. What are you waiting on? I've got an adjustable rate. Where the crap you think it's going to adjust? You think they're going to start paying you to have a mortgage? My God. It's under 4%. I've got a balloon mortgage. Why? Why are you still sitting on that? If you're staying in your home for more than a couple of years and your home is not upside down, you need to refinance. Like 98% of you need to refinance today, right now. You do not have a mortgage under 4%. What are you waiting on? This is the power that this negative message has for you. It's the power of negativity. It's caused you to freeze like a deer in the headlights. You know what happens to a squirrel when it gets in the road and freezes? Bloom, bloom. We call it roadkill, stupid. Because you're frozen in the headlights. You're going to die. Because everybody's around you going, the economy's bad. 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 Why doesn't Barack Obama fix the economy? Because Barack Obama doesn't have the power to fix the economy. That's why. He would really like to fix it. It would make him wildly popular. He doesn't have the power. He tried to stimulate the economy, but we found out that Keynesian economics is a farce and that government spending does not stimulate the economy. We've found that out because we've noticed that the economy was not stimulated by this ridiculous overspending and continuous overspending. It didn't work. So we've one more time proven that John Maynard Keynes, while well-intentioned, did not know what the flip he was talking about. And yet, a whole bunch of you idiots still believe this version of economics. So Barack Obama can't fix your life. And you know what? It's not his job. Quit hating on him. It's not his job. It's not his job to fix your life. Now, he may think it's his job to fix your life. His party may think it's his job to fix your life. But it's not a politician's job to fix your life. It's your job. You're sitting here with under 4% money and you haven't refinanced your house. Go to Churchill Mortgage right now and get your refinance done. Oh, my gosh. Call Churchill today. What are you waiting on? You're waiting on the government? I'm with the government, and I'm here to tell you now it's time to refinance your house. We've declared it okay. What are you waiting on? Have you become such children that you wait on someone else to tell you when smart looks you in the eye and says, I'm smart? But you get frozen by these negative messages. Completely freaking locked up. I got to tell you, man, I'm going to throw a brick through his television. You don't know how many media appearances I have turned down in the past 19, since the first of the year. How many? Because I can't seem to get a producer to actually want to talk about, all they want me to do is go and tell everybody how bad it is. And I refuse! I'm not going to go on and do that. They got people doing that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They don't need another one. And since I don't want to go on there and say, the whole world's coming to an end, I noticed a crack in the floor, it's going to open up and swallow us all. Since I don't want to go on the air and say that, then, that's changing the number of media appearances I'm doing. Because it's all gone negative. And I don't know that it's politically motivated. I think people just sometimes are negative. Sometimes I'm negative. I'm pretty pissed off right now about this today. I've been sitting and watching some of it. I made the mistake of turning on the television. And it's just like, makes you want to throw up. I talked to a buddy of mine in the mortgage business this week, and he said his refi business has slowed way down. And I went, do what? Why? Why would your refi business not be going ding, 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 ding? Why would you not be going, I'm hiring people? Why is there not a line around the block for under 4% money? What does it take? It takes a different attitude. You know, we were so bent on having a double-dip recession that, by God, we're going to have one. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you don't know what that is, you need to look it up. Half of economics when it comes to consumer-based spending is self-fulfilling prophecy. And the problem is we have gotten to where we believe the crap on the Internet and on the television. And I got to tell you, the people writing this stuff, I got socks older than most of them. And they're sweet. They're well-intentioned. They're trying to get ratings. They're trying to give you the answers you want. They're trying to talk about what you want to talk about. They're trying to move the needle for you. But, oh, my gosh, it's not working. It's negative, 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 negative. My buddy Zig Ziglar says he gets up every morning and reads the newspaper and reads the Bible so he can tell what both sides are doing. It's unbelievable. So here's the thing for you. If you're going to win with your finances, if you're going to win with your career, if you're going to win with your relationships, you're going to have independent thought. You're going to have to learn critical thinking, which means you can work your way through a problem independent of all of the outside external stimuli. You've got to be able to do that. Because otherwise you start getting out of debt and your brother looks over at you and says, well, you can't get out of debt. Everybody's in debt. Everybody knows that. And so you quit because external stimuli is the only way you take on any kind of thought patterns. You don't have independent thinking, the ability to do critical thought on your own over and above the external stimuli. This is really not rocket science. It's called being a grown-up. But we've gotten to where the only thing, we read so much. We have so many inputs, so many different things coming at our minds from so many different angles. And this wash of negativity, this tidal wave, this tsunami of negativity has taken over the mind of this whole freaking country. This is the greatest country the world has ever known when we had independent thought. But you got to pull your head out of your politics and actually think. If any of you start talking to me at a party or another setting and you start spouting party dadgum sound bites again, I'm going to verbally smack you into next week. Seriously, I don't want to hear any more of your dad blame sound bites. Unbelievable. Learn to think for yourself. And don't do something because I said to. Take the idea I gave you, analyze it for yourself, and fix your freaking life. That's what you do. You don't sit around and wait on some, so-and-so let me down. That's because you were freaking leaning on them. Stand up. Grow a backbone. Independent critical thought. Quit being so dad blame negative. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. If you're in the soup, start swimming and get out of the dad blame soup. Been there myself. Stop this ridiculous mess. This is the Dave Ramsey Show. Dave, listening today, realized I've been one of those repeating all the negative stuff I've heard from the media. I honestly believe I need to just not listen to or read it. In our attempts to be informed and educated, we're actually bogging ourselves down with problems that don't even pertain in any way to our own lives. Keep up the good work. Thanks for not adding to the negative blab. I needed to hear that today. Yeah, baby. Hey, critical thought on your own, independent thinking. Don't get all your information from sound bites. That makes you a babbling fool. This is the Dave Ramsey Show.